They say we savages with no direction. I'm a citizen with no protection. Trying to find my way to get my reparation. Speaking on. It's in the loss of what you're speaking for. Within my eyes, can you see my soul? I'm the soul rebel on your radio now. Ancestors speak from the grave. Drum beat played by the slaves. Bathed in the blood of those who passed away. This is my cry calling out the laws. You say you're sober, do you know the call? Why Jesus hanging from your cross? Everything you ever learned in school was false.
Share the video, tribe. All this fairy loving war. So many lost niggas outside my door.
Designers, you, yeah. Let's have a toast for those in culture. Third eye oversee the mass corruption. Black race on the road to destruction. We say we lost the light, but the war is not one. Swim with your own to escape the trap, yeah. Killing your own isn't endless back there. Don't look to the sky when you're lost. Isn't it written in your law that ye were God? All is fair and love and war.
Shalom, shalom. You might have to do it on your phone because it won't let me bring you in. Shalom, shalom, family. Everyone is doing well. Interesting things going on. You know, I tried to do the live from my laptop, and you know, it was like live interruption, whatever. But anyway, so today is the day that we're going to go ahead and wrap up on some current events that has been taking place. Apparently, I have a cyberbully. So, I'm loving the ponytail.
Oh, yeah, you liking this?
So, I've been having...
like Samurai Jack.
I said hello. So, you know, I wanted everyone to be here to witness this statement of account that is going to take place here as my response to this. A little background on the situation that is going on with Nana Shabu. What's his name, Janot?
Nana Shabubui.
No, yeah, Shaboobity boop. But anyways, yeah, so apparently he's obsessed with me because I am a happily married woman. He has attempted to get with me back when we were in Huntsville, which he was kindly rejected. He's been watching me for some months now. And, you know, now he has laid claim that basically he is the owner of government issued instruments called the SF-181. So, you know, we're going to give credit if credit is due. But what I am going to do for everyone is, because you already know that you don't have to be bound and binded to me for me to give you the keys to free yourself. So definitely everybody's going to get that SF-181 packet process, and we're going to go through that because I like to know how this brother feels that he is the creator of a fax cover letter and the creator of a statutory claim. So that's what we have going on. Shalom, shalom. Let me tell everyone that is here, thank you for tuning in to this. I have my notary on camera right here, which is my brother Janot, that will be attesting and certifying this affidavit of truth, proof of fictitious claim. Notice to agent is notice to principal. As of March 30th, 2018, 28 USC Code subsection 1746-1, I declare or certify, verify, or state under penalty of perjury under the laws of the United States of America that the foregoing is true and correct. And pacto solo. So I have together my findings right here that we are going to go point for point on this situation. Shalom, shalom. Anything you want to add before I get into this?
You know, we're definitely going to go into it, and then I'll give it a broader context once we finish. You want to add before I get? Excuse me, I got you on. Had you on the computer, but go ahead.
Okay. 1, whereas Israel, what is really going on out here? Have we forgotten the entire mission? Have we forgotten to be entrusted with your brethren? Have we forgotten grace and moral conduct? Have we forgotten what it is to be honorable when acting in commerce, especially when one gives you notice of intellectual property infringement, or is word not bond? Are you dishonorable? Is why you lack true remedy? Whereas, have we forgotten how to be noble to the land? Have you forgotten to bring families together? Romans 14:19. So then we pursue the things which make for peace and the building up of one another. Alabama State Constitution, section 32, that no form of slavery shall exist in this state, and there shall not be any involuntary servitude, otherwise than for the punishment of crime of which the party shall have been duly convicted. Whereas the house of Israel, which are the true heirs and holders in due course, you are accountable for your karmic debt. 1 Corinthians 6:5, I speak to you shame. Is it so that there is not a wise man among you? Not one that shall be able to judge between his brethren, the other forgotten ones? Whereas, have we forgotten the meaning of belligerent military occupation? Labor Code Article 1, Section 8, constitute to regulate commerce with foreign nations and among the several states and with the Indian tribes, to establish universal rule of naturalization and the uniform laws on the subject of bankruptcies throughout the United States, to coin money, regulate the value of in a foreign coin, and fix the standard of weights and measures, to provide for punishment of counterfeiting the securities and current coin of the United States, to establish post office and post roads, to promote the progress of science and useful arts, by securing for limited times to authors and inventors the exclusive rights to their respective writings and discoveries, to constitute tribunal, military courts inferior to the Supreme Court. Next page. To define and punish piracies and felonies committed on the high seas, and offenses against the law of nations, to declare war, grant letters of the marquis and reprisal, and make rules concerning captures on land and water, to raise and support armies, and not appropriation of money to be used shall be for a longer term than 2 years, to provide and maintain a navy, to make rules for the government and regulation of the land and naval forces, to provide for calling forth the militia to execute the laws of the Union, suppress insurrections, and repel invasions. Shabbat shalom, because we about to go in on this one. Whereas, what the use of fuck is you doing? That's what I wanted to know. What the use of fuck is you doing? Like, for real. Profiteering. Where is profiteering? What is profiteering? Large profit pocketing by a firm by the means of artificial scarcity, abuse for dominant position. Normally, there are no equitable practice, a writ authorizing the taking into custody of law of the real and personal estates of a defendant who is in contempt, and holding the same until he shall comply. What the use of fuck is you doing with your profiteering? Stop tricking people into abeyance. Have we forgotten forced servitude is prevalent? That's why we need to know your rights. You need to know your rights. Land and in commerce, you need to know your rights, because equity aids the vigilant, not those that slumber on their rights. Yes, it's about to go down. Shalom, shalom, everybody. I see y'all coming in here. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Okay. Let me keep it going before I get off track. So, have we forgotten forced servitude is prevalent? That's why we need to know our rights, right? Because equity aids the vigilant, not those who slumber on their rights. So my question is your chattel stock depreciating? Is this the main reason why you're coming after me? Because the people that you've been giving breadcrumb information to just decided that, you know, you're lying to them, and now they came to Lamua Maxim, they'll jump ship on you, and now your chattel slavery done depreciated in the stock market. That's what done happened. I'm just saying. Whereas you must have been forgotten. You must have been forgotten, but I found you and have to give my truth for the record. How it is that the core point in this divine predestined destination was to remember who we are byword after byword, to embrace in all our likeliness as jewelry of the Most High. But instead you use hostile foreign nation documentation to slander and attach to your own sister. 1 Peter 2:12, conduct yourselves with such honor among the Gentiles, that though they slander you as evildoers, they may see your charitable deeds and glorify God on the day he visits us. With the doctrine of stateless tribal members juiced up off your breadcrumb information. I get calls every day about ones you've forgotten, ones that are being abducted and kidnapped, ones who you left their families and their children are being kidnapped. I get calls from people that you've instructed every single day asking me for help. Maybe because I can more so relate to them because I'm a real person that's been in real situations, and I'm not judgmental to my sisters and brothers because I want all of us to grow and evolve together. You know, I get calls every single day about these things because they wanted to do better, but was misled due to parties abusing their power. And I'm going to help if I can, because that's how we grow and evolve under unconditional love, which is pureness in spirit. Because honestly, if you were giving your people remedy, they would have never found me. We're going to go back to Liber Code, Article 46. I was calling me. Interruptions. Article 46. Neither officers nor soldiers are allowed to make use of their position or power in hostile country for private gain, not even for commercial transactions otherwise legitimate. Offenses to the contrary committed by commissioned officers will be punished with cashiering or such other punishment as the nature of the offense may require. If by soldiers, they shall be punished according to the nature of the offense. Whereas, had you not been a depreciating debtor and mind your business, maybe you could gain knowledge of creditor. But instead, you're another motivational speaker that sells hopes and dreams. The difference between me and you is I'd rather continue to educate people. You're some kind of headship. You're nothing but a common thug with a self-proclaimed title. Article 37 of the Liber Code. The United States acknowledge and protect in hostile countries occupy them religion and morality, strictly private property. The persons of the inhabitants, especially those of women, and the sacredness of domestic relations, offenses to the contrary shall be rigorously punished. Job 32:22. For I know not to give flattering titles. In doing so, my maker will soon take me away. If captured on belligerent ground, and if unprovided with safe conduct granted by the captor's government, prisoners of war, belligerent and international law, a term used to describe either of two nations which are actually in a state of war with each other, as well as their allies actively cooperating as distinguished from a nation which takes no part in the war and maintains a strict indifference as between the contending parties, called a neutral. Somebody was beeping me up, y'all. Yoda, where'd you go? I'm almost ready for you to come in and go ahead and notarize this for me for the record. Notice to agent is notice to principal. Whereas, let this be a lesson for your lackluster chattel legal slavery profiteering classes you've been teaching, to have people operating as indignant, belligerent, stateless, sovereign citizens like yourself. Liber Code 100 will do you some pretty good. Sure, you watched all my videos. Some type of obsession you have. I'm still happily married, and you are wrong, and I don't need to sacrifice unto you with sexual rituals to gain my inheritance. You're a predator. I'm still the jewelry of the Most High, and we don't cast our pearls to the swine. Daniel 4:17. This sentence is by the decree of the angelic watchers and the decision is a command of the holy ones, so that the living may know without any doubt that the Most High God rules over the kingdom of mankind, and he shall bestow it on whomever he desires, and sets over it in the humblest and lowest of men. It would have been easier if I could do this from the computer, but we're going to keep it moving. Malachi 3:16 and 17. Then those who feared the Lord spoke to one another, and the Lord listened and heard them. So a book of remembrance was written before him who was feared the Lord and who meditate on his name. They shall be mine, says the Lord of hosts, on the day that I make them my jewels, and I will spare them as a man spares his own son who serves them. Behold, I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare the way before me. And the Lord whom ye seek shall suddenly come to his temple, even the messenger of the covenant, whom he delight in behold, shall come, said the Lord of hosts. Okay, there you go. Somebody else trying to get in on the live too. Thanks for the love. Shalom, shalom. Whereas we don't need headship. What we need is an incorporated municipality of self-governance so that we could charter the jurisdiction to another. I want all of y'all to have liberty and freedom. So I'll drop the link. I tried to do it. I was on the computer, but they just was like, we're not even going to let you do your live on your laptop. Mercury retrograde. Anyways, but I'm going to go ahead. After I finish this, I'm going to drop the entire link, the entire folder to the SF-181 packet process. So everybody that sees this video, everybody can go ahead and correct their status the same way that I did. Because there is no proof, there is no claim, there is no copyright in government information. So all y'all can get it. You know, and I'm going to make sure that any information that I have to share with anybody that, you know, I can give you, I'm definitely going to put it out there. And I'm going to put it on the record so that you know, so that you're not a victim of someone profiteering against you. Please share the video, because everybody needs to be on notice to these people that are abusing their power. And another thing, Proverbs 12:4-11. This one goes to your wife. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones. He that tilleth his land shall be satisfied with bread, but he that followeth vain persons is void of understanding. Now there's a couple of things. I don't know where Yehuda went. Where are you? Why are you not coming in on here? I keep adding you to it. Shalom, Roy Bay. Shalom, Love. Shalom, Anton. Shalom, OT. Thanks for stopping by, Robert, Jermel, Glenn, Danzel, Yehuda. I can't even pronounce the name, but thank you. You're sweet too. Caroline, Mary, Reginald, Tip, Nasha, Taquana. All right, I see all my tribe up in there. Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm going to try this again, Yehuda. It says you're being added.
There we go.
What happened to you? All right.
It's the Prince of the Air. You know that.
Right.
Well, are you done?
Just a second. Oh, you can go ahead for this part. I just wanted you to go ahead and make this a notary event that you are my
Absolutely.
witness under perjury of law and equity.
All right. Well, do you solemnly swear and affirm that the testimony that you just gave is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
And so it is.
All
All
right.
right. Yeah. Do you want me to go now, or you want to
Go
continue?
ahead,
I'm gonna
because you know
jump
I
in.
got a whole nother page of stuff going on, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's a few things. And you know, we were joking in the beginning, but I actually think it's important that people understand or understand who it is that we're talking about. His name is Nanya Shabu El. That's his name, Nanya Shabu El, and he is a
I think that's
predator.
like L.E. He's an ally.
Leil, yes, that's how you spell the last name. Nanya Shabu El.
Shabooty boop bop boom.
Shabooty
That guy.
boo. Booty boy. Um, but pretty much, you know, this is all scriptural. The Bible is a living document. You know, a lot of people think it's a book that's from the past, and it is, because there's nothing new under the sun. But we're actually living these things right now. So the children of Israel there's an attempt by the Moabite, who is the Moor, to subjugate the children of Israel, who are the jury of the Most High, who are the true inheritors of the promises of the Most High. And basically, we have a bunch of foxes amongst the sheep. If you go to Judges 3 verse 12, it even talks about it. Again, the Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord. Well, what is that evil? That evil is engaging in true commerce like these Moors. You know, and because they did this evil, the Lord gave Eglon, king of Moab, power over Israel. Nanya Shabu El, he thinks he is Eglon, but you're really a clown, okay? We can even take it to Judges 3:14. The Israelites were subject to Eglon, king of Moab, for 18 years. And even
Yeah.
that number is very relevant. That's a deeper understanding. But the point is these people are attempting to steal your straw men. They're attempting to put you in their trust. And this is not all Moors, you know, because there was a time where, you know, Hebrews and Moors, and I even posted a picture on my Facebook page that you gave me, Tiffany, showing a picture of Moors and Hebrews, and it's an older picture. It's from decades ago, where they were opening up a temple together. You know, so collaboration between the two body politics is nothing uncommon. But what has happened is, and I'm gonna just be frank, the serfs, who are the Moors, are attempting to subjugate the vassals, who are the children of Israel. And you have some like Nanya who have completely lost their fucking minds. I'm just going to be quite honest, because you're not going to come over here. You're not going to talk to my sister any kind of way. You're not going to put false claims and false accusations out there as if you have a
Fictitious
copyright.
claims.
Yeah, fictitious claims as if you have a copyright to a process. Anything that you do on the planet Earth as a Moabite, you do with the permission of the children of Israel. So let's get that
Shalom,
clear.
shalom.
Let's because there are a lot of individuals out there who have they have this mixed up and turned around. You know, your job is to till the land. You can engage in commerce if you so choose, because you're not an Israelite. But when the children of Israel, you pay homage. That's what you do. You don't attempt to subjugate them, to pretend as if we're bound by your fictitious commercial fallacy. Particularly when you're not the originator of the information. The Prophet Drew Ali, he told you, do not throw away your Bibles.
Don't do it.
And who do you see all through that Bible? You see the children of Israel. So what you need to do is stop playing with me. You need to stop playing with her. You need to stop playing with our people, because we are not going to stand for it.
War in flesh. This is principalities.
That's exactly what it is. It's principalities, and we wrestle with spirits. And you, my friend, you are possessed with the spirit. And that spirit is not going to get you where you think you're going, because it is a negative vibration. And when you begin to vibrate negatively, what you put out there most certainly is going to come back to you, which is evidenced by the Genesis that you're currently experiencing, or the Exodus rather, that's what I meant to say, the Exodus that you're experiencing with your current membership. The people don't want to be subjugated. The people want to be free. It's bad enough that we're born into a commercialized society that attempts to trap our spirits and make us work and puts us in a soul which is a completely different conversation. But this thing is very deep, because once you are trapped in this commercialized system and you don't figure out a way to break that soul contract, you come back. Like I said, that's a totally different, separate conversation that's many layers deep. But at surface level, where you currently operate, Nanya, we're not going for it. We're not going for it. So, that's pretty much my piece. You're pervert, you're charlatan. We've had people come tell us all types of, me personally, all types of nasty, disgusting things that you've attempted to do.
I have loads of emails from people trying to do recension of signatures, trying to figure out why they got to remove these commercial liens, trying to figure out why you just keep harassing them and conveying them into your obedience. Like, this is really getting out of hand,
It's human trafficking is what it is.
Yes, it is called legal slavery and forced servitude.
Yeah, y'all got to be careful out here. And to everyone that's watching, you have people who are in this Moorish community that what they're attempting to do is they're trying to convey you into their trust. They're putting liens on you. And then what they do is they get lines of credit attributed to their trust. Basically, you're giving your soul away, and people are commercializing it. When you come over here to La'amu Amexem, we don't do that. We give you the keys to your own kingdom, because heaven is inside of you and outside of you. So they're mad about that. They're mad about that. And I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Look, I don't hate on anyone. I'm certainly not one to get in the way of commerce, as we are at peace. So if that's what you want to do, you want to engage in commerce, you want to subjugate the people, you want to do voodoo rituals or whatever, you can do that. I honestly don't care, because I don't place my treasures on this planet. My treasures are in heaven. However, what you will not do is continue to slander the children of the Most High. And let those who have an ear hear. If people are smelling your bullshit, what are you upset about that they're coming over here?
Right. Why are you mad? You can't give them remedy. That's what, if you were giving them remedy, they never would have found La'amu Amexem. My question is, why are you even concerned? Seek the kingdom first, and ye shall be added on to. In all honesty, Hold on. Yeah, in all honesty, if you're going to slander someone, don't block them from the post so they can't see it.
Yeah, okay. Let me address that, sis. Because listen, you see this poncho on and these beads and everything, and I'm certainly on my Zen. But I'm gonna just keep it all the way 100. I'm gonna keep it Baltimore City. You a hoe. Because how are you going to slander someone talking about you are giving them notice and you block them on Facebook? And then on
we're
top
talking
of
about
that,
Nana Shabu L for everybody that just tuned in.
Nana Shabu L. Yeah,
Please
he's the
share
fool
the
who lives in
video
his
because
mama's.
everybody
He's
needs
the
to be on
fool
notice.
who lives in his mom's basement.
Yeah.
Running around burning shit in the backyard. Like, don't make me put your business out there, homeboy. Like, for real, don't make me put your business. No, listen, my wife is looking at me like, don't go there, don't go low. But you have to understand or understand what's happening here. You know what I mean? And people need to understand who they're dealing with. You know, it's people out here. You got YouTube kings, man. You got Facebook kings out here that can sell you a dream. This is theater. This is Hollywood. These people are selling you like they have their lives together, like they got municipalities and their secure party, and they living in their mama's basement. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to bring you into that trust so you can go live like a king off of
because
your
all they do is now this is the scenario why everyone's talking about indigenous and indigenous standard and things like that, but you don't even promote nationality, but you promote a tribal trust. Like, I'm confused. What are you doing? Because it seems to me that you are getting everyone to be in your obeyance so that there you could create surety bonds for them in which you pledge to your United States bank institutions and get yourself some fiat. Because I want to know where your land is, plenipotentiary of Turtle Island. Where is your land? Where even the president got a White House. Where is your black house with full of your black people? Where is it? How is it that you're the plenipotentiary of land, but operating in the high seas of commerce? Wouldn't that make you a crab? That's probably why you're holding all the information. We don't do that over here.
Yeah,
I'm going to give you everything that you came for. I'm going to throw the kitchen sink at you and knock your wig back. And I'm going to help you put it back together.
And anybody that's in Lamu or Maxim, they will tell you nothing is held back. Nothing is held in secret. Nobody has attempted to steal their anything. Like, we give direction. We empower you to go and handle your own documents. We don't say send us anything or anything. We give you the templates and we do classes and show you how to fill out your own stuff. Go file your own UCC ones. Go set up your own trusts. Set up your own houses. And that's pretty much it. But you got these people out here, these temples, these Moors, these churches, these 501c3s who are
Corporate
pretty much
elitists.
Corporate elitists. That's all it is. It's corporate fiction that are basically trying to get you to be a citizen of whatever little fictitious country that they are forming. You know, and it's really sad, man, because it plays off of your fear, plays off of your innate desire to want to be free. I don't know a single person who wants to wake up, go to work, and be enslaved.
Yeah.
Not one. But we do it, and we're all searching. We all want answers. We want someone to show us how to navigate this matrix so that we can take the red pill. And you got these people out here that are taking advantage of unlearned brothers, taking advantage of women and their children. You know, getting
Please
these
touch
women
on that.
yeah, getting these women basically to convey themselves into their trust, and then when the women, figure out what's going on and they want to leave, nah, you can't leave. Not unless you're my sex slave. I'm trying to tell y'all, yo, it gets real nasty out here. It gets real nasty out here. You got some perverted ass niggas out here that's attempting to not only take your body but take your soul, because this process of declaring your nationality, this is a spiritual thing. You are breaking the soul contract that was formed with you when you were born. When the doctor, then they took your footprint and put it on that contract, that was a blood signature. That puts you in contract with a corporate entity, demon. And when you go through this process and you free yourself from that process, now you go back into the jurisdiction of the Most High God. Mm-hmm. They know this. The people who set the system up, they know this. And you also know who knows this? All these fake Moors that's running around here trying to steal your soul. They know this too, because they know that this is where the real power lies. Y'all are making blood ties with these people. You're making blood contracts with these people, getting you to sign stuff with your fingerprint and all that stuff. That's what that is. Those are you're making blood oaths.
Deals with the devil.
With the devil. So I just encourage people, listen, we really feel like, this is a movement for the people over here. But it's not a situation where, we're going to force you to come over here, make you feel bad or try to trick you into coming over here. But what I will say to you is that anybody that's embarking on this journey, you have to test the spirit of the people you are sojourning with, because there are ravening wolves out here who are looking to devour you at every turn. And I desire for you to get the true and the real, and don't throw away your Bibles. I know there's a lot of Moors out there who might not be down with, Nanya, Shabu El or whatever, but who may not be feeling, some of the foolishness. It's a lot of foolishness that happens in Israel, with all the hate language and, all of the religion and not teaching civics and stuff like that. But don't throw away your Bibles, because a lot of this stuff, if you know what you're looking at and you have the spiritual eye and you're not looking at it from the natural man's perspective, the Bible is telling you what to do. The Bible really is telling all of this stuff. It mirrors scripture. What we're going through is nothing new. The children of Israel have always gone through this. We've gone into different lands.
Right.
It's the same thing. It's Babylon. It's Egypt. It's the Persian. It's Greek. It's Rome. Now it's America. It's been the same thing, and we've always had to free ourselves. Y'all think Social Security is something new? That ain't nothing new. They did that in ancient Greece. Read the book of Maccabees. It was the same thing. Had to register. What is registering? You're surrendering your legal title over to the government. It's the same thing, man. So don't throw away your Bibles. I'm sorry, Tiff. I like to talk, but I get the roll.
Go ahead. I'm good. They need to know this. They need to know a lot of these things, That's why I teach everybody. Know equity. Equity adheres equity. Okay? Be vigilant. Know your LIBOR code. Know what it is to be a belligerent. Know what it is to be a stateless being. Like, it is real. You have people that are taking you from being a upright citizen and turning you into a stateless, sovereign, belligerent citizen.
Right. Oh, really
Okay.
quickly, I want to touch on something. The brother Anthony Carr, he just posted. He said, you don't need a driver's license either to travel. That actually is true for American nationals, because unless you correct your status, you are a 14th Amendment citizen. And what a 14th Amendment citizen is property of the United States corporation. And as such, you are not entitled to the protections of the de jure Constitution, which is the original Constitution. You are subject to the municipal Constitution, which is the corporate charter of the corporate United States of America. So unless you correct your status, you do need a license, because your master says that you need permission from me to break the law, which is what a license
Belligerent.
is. You cannot be belligerent in this process until you correct your status. Don't be riding around with no license.
Don't be riding
Don't be talking back to the police. Pay your fines, pay your tickets, and then when you are in your proper person, your Sir Juris status, then, and you got your injunction on file, you got your fee schedule on file, you actually own you got your bond on file. Now you begin to move as someone who is in God's jurisdiction. But you got a lot of people putting the cart before the horse, and that's why you see all these people on YouTube and Facebook and all this stuff who go into court and all this stuff. Their status ain't right. And these people know that, because you shouldn't be in court anyway if your status was right, because you know the difference between public and private, and you understand that the real battle is fought through affidavit. You won't even show up. You don't have to. You get what I'm saying? So, like, it's a lot of misinformation out here that's getting a lot of people jammed up, man.
It is. It is, and we get these calls. If it's not you, Taj, me, or Prophet, we get these calls. I get emails every single day. I get calls every single day. Now, I cannot put the blame on all of these people that are just operating in commerce because they haven't truly figured out how to get remedy, because you have to take responsibility for your own actions too. Had you been vigilant and done your due diligence, you would already knew that that was not what you were supposed to be doing. Okay? If you're in a situation and you're doing your nationality or your status correction, and people are not teaching you about equity, they're not teaching you about trust, you need to keep it moving. That's what I'm going to tell you. Because equity is only where you're going to get your remedy, and trust is where your private jurisdiction is. Those are very vital. Okay? We could do all the UCCs in the world, but what trust you conveying the property to? Think about that. Okay?
And do you know how to be a trustee? A lot of people, they want to fill out a whole bunch of paperwork, but do you actually know how to draft an affidavit? Do you actually know how to defend your rights? Do you actually know, or, are you just on this wave because that's what you feel it is? It's the wave, like, but I don't want people to feel overwhelmed either, because if you understand the overall concept that's being conveyed, it will get less intimidating, because you are dealing with law. You have to know, lawful as well as legal terms. You have to retrain yourself, because you've been taught a cursed language, and that language is English. And English is cursed because it is a slave to context. So whatever venue that you're in, whether it's in the street, whether it's in a classroom, whether it's in a courtroom, you could have the same word mean a multitude of different things. And my favorite example of this is the word person. Most people, of course, there's some learned people on here. So, but there are people who don't know. But most people think a person is referring to the blood and soul man, and it can. But when certain entities are using the word, you have to know what context they're using the word under and applying it to you. So when the legal system uses the word person, they're referring to your straw man. That thing that they're trying to substitute, or they have substituted for the flesh and blood you. That flesh and blood you right now is in the sunken place. That's where it is. And you know, until you go through this process of correcting your status, that's where it will stay. And your avatar, that is the straw man, is subject to its master. So when the scriptures are talking about slavery and things, that's what it's talking about. It's a law book. All Western society is based off of the Bible. When Jesus is walking on water, it's the Sea of Commerce. When Peter gets out the boat and trusts the Most High, he's walking on the seas of commerce, but treating it as it was land, because we're supposed to follow the laws of the land, not admiralty or maritime admiralty jurisdiction. When he fell out of trust, he began to sink into the water, into the jurisdiction of commerce. You know, so those different lessons and things you have to learn, and this stuff will get easier, but you have to be open. You have to be free. You have to be trusting, yo. And anybody that's trying to subjugate you, it's just you might as well just stay.
Yeah. Yeah, like for real. So, you know, guys, like I said, I'm going to put that SF-181 whole folder in here for you guys. It's pretty much all attachments. The only two documents that you would have to update would be the fax cover letter, the statutory claim, and you would have to accompany your declaration of acceptance of nationality. And if you are in Lamua Mexa mentoring, you would already know what that is, because you would know that that comes after you do your name change. You have to complete the contract. You have to accept the offer, right? So you would have that in company with that. This is what I'm going to say is this is a demand for restructure. We need to restructure. You know, if you are a trustee, meaning if you are not a child of the Most High, if you are not children of Israel, that means that you are the trustee of the land and we are the beneficiary. We are the true holders in due course. Okay? And it's time for y'all to get it together or you will be removed from fiduciary responsibility. And you will go back to being a serf. So there's a lot of restructuring that needs to take place. Period, point blank. Teachers, teach. If you selling processes, you need to instruct what to do with these processes. There's no sense why I'm on the phone talking to someone yesterday and she's telling me she did a name proclamation and a DBA and a name change, all for nationality. That doesn't make sense for you to be selling trust declarations, or you to be selling affidavits, or you to be selling fragmented pieces of information. Why not give them the whole kitchen sink? What is it to you if you've already done it? What is it to you?
And not everyone is commissioned to be a teacher. You know, and
I don't think I am. Y'all gonna put me on steroids.
No, I think you are. You know, you haven't you know, and you're humble with the things that you know and what the Most High has revealed to you. But there are, you know, a lot of people, you know, out here who are just looking to make a quick buck. And, you know, I get it. You know, you're in commerce. That's what y'all do. You know what I mean? But that's not what we do over here. You know, we actually want the people to understand what it is that they're doing. We are setting, well, the Most High, not we. The Most High is setting up the children of Israel right now to get their inheritance. You know,
Right
because
there.
we're supposed to be, you got people who trying to possess land and all this different stuff. The scripture tells us that the children of Israel are supposed to be pilgrims upon the land. And that land is the whole earth, because the world was given to the children of Israel. You know, so we're supposed to be sojourning together, traveling, and
Owning nothing,
pretty much,
controlling everything.
exactly, owning nothing and controlling everything. You know, and it's happening. You know, there are 111 people watching this right now. You know, I encourage everyone to share this. Tag people who are trying to get this process done. You know, who may be stuck, who may be lost, who may feel like they have it. You never know. There could be something over here that we can add to them. We just want everyone who wants to be free and to win and to get out of this bondage. Do me a favor. If y'all are tired of being in bondage, press the heart button. That's what I need y'all to do. Bang the heart button, because I know that we meet people every day who are sick of this. Like we're sick of it, you know? And we just encourage y'all to come over here and just, you know, just rock with us, man. Like, just rock with us. Forget all the Moors who trying to put you in their trust and all that stuff. And I'm not shitting on Moors. You know what I'm saying? I'm shitting on the ones who shitting on you. That's who I'm shitting on. And they know who they are. They know who they are. Israelites and Moors in the beginning, yo, we was rocking together. They was setting up temples and everything.
And we
There's
still
a picture on my
can.
page. And we still can.
Yeah. We still can, you know, just know. We still can. Yeah, that picture that I sent to you earlier, that you can simply, either you can go to Janote's page and look at it, but it's the picture of Noble Drew Ali when he had everyone outside of the temple, the black and white picture. If you look at the picture, you will see that there are two different people there. You have the Moors that are standing with their fezzes, with their fives, and you have the Israelites that are sitting down with no five in their royal garments and their turbans on front row seats. So we all can unify together. You know what I mean? We all can build something better. And that's where I am, is that I'm hearing so many different scenarios, but where is the outcome? Where is the tangible events? Where is this community everyone is eager to get to? Yes, the kingdom is within, but we all need to be on the same status quo as a tribe, the same status quo, because I, or Yehuda, or Taj, we cannot always be there to hold you every step of the way. What if something happens to us? Can we trust that you're going to be there for us?
Mm-hmm.
Because you know I'm a ride for mine, and mine gonna ride for me. But at the end of the day, if something were to happen to your leader, teacher, whatever you call it, you know, are you capable of being able to assist them? Even in your own families, wives, if something happens to your husband, are you able to operate that trust? Or is it going to be a couple of generations before your children are citizens again? Now, we take this into consideration just in commerce, because we're living in a world now where a family, you need two forms of income, right? Where if the husband gets sick, what are you going to do to provide for your family? You have to get up and make it happen, don't you? The same thing applies here. Everyone in your family needs to have an understanding and an overstanding on how this works, because you never know what turn of event could happen to you. And you got to be standing on your faith.
Yeah, and to my Israelite brothers, you know, there's an understanding that needs to come. And it's this right here. This is going to keep, if this is not something that's understood, a lot of people from what it is that they're trying to achieve. Because a lot of my brothers are waiting for someone to come. No one is coming.
Save yourself.
The Most High is your higher self. Christ descended from heaven, it's the higher self, and he defeated his lower self. That's hell. Your lower self is Satan. You come from, Christ said, and I always illustrate what's happening. It goes, if your leaders tell you that heaven is in the sky, surely the birds would precede you. If they tell you that heaven is in the sea, surely the fish would have preceded you. Heaven is inside of you and outside of you. Where's the Most High? He's in heaven. So heaven is inside of you and outside of you, meaning wherever you are in your heavenly state, that's where heaven is. So heaven is inside of you and outside of you. When you come to know yourselves, you will be known, and they will know that it is you who are sons of the living Father. But until you come to know yourselves, then you will dwell in poverty, and it is you who is that poverty. No one is coming to save you except you. My brothers, stop with the religion. You are the Bible. You are the Most High because you come from the Most High. But understand civics. You have to understand civics. You say it's a law book. It is a law book. It's a real law book, though. Somebody said the whole last part skip. Somebody said the whole last part skip. But basically, man, that's pretty much what we just trying to convey to y'all, man. Like, you know, it's time to stop waiting. You've been waiting. We've been waiting since the 60s.
Come on.
For something to happen. Every time something happens, we marching, we protesting, we this, we that. Like, at what point do we understand that being black means you're dead at law? When you're black, you are chattel. They look at you as nothing, as their property and chattel that they can abuse and do with as they will. And scripture talks about that. A man's property, he can do what he wants to with his property. So we have to stop being property. You know, and I see some people saying the videos, hope, you know, people are getting this information, you know, but, you know, if you need mentorship, hit up Tiffany, inbox me. You know, you got my man Taj on here. Inbox us and we will get you set up.
Yeah, true. We interact as a tribe. You know, all of the members have a set aside chat room that they interact. They talk daily. Everything is done together. Nobody is left behind. Nobody is led astray. Nobody is out there thinking that they're doing this all by themselves. You know, and we attack being free in flesh and in spirit. It's a simultaneous thing that has to occur, right? We have a beautiful tribe. We have people with natural talents because we're not interested in human resources. We're interested in natural resources. We meet every week. Every weekend we have classes where we end up going on there. So it's supposed to be like 2 hours, but sometimes we just be gone for about 4 hours or so. But, you know, we get it in. We're very personable. Everybody has everybody's name. You know, we meet up. This is what we do. We're actually planning to have an actual tribal meeting because it's time to go to the treasury. Everybody needs to come because you can't be a creditor unless you got 2 other creditors to be a surety for you. Okay? Know that. So you're going to need 2 people eventually. You can't do this by yourself. You're going to have 2 witnesses.
It's scripture.
You know, Trinity. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we do that. You get full access to Dropbox folders. So if you're doing nationality, you have all the templates that you need to do your nationality. Nobody's holding you back but you. You know, there are people that join our mentoring group at mentoring and speed right past some of the people that's been there, and they're like, hey, I'm ready to do my trust now. So it's all on you because the information is there waiting on you. You can wrap this up and be done and be out of here with no worries. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. It all depends on you. You get out of it what you put in it. And don't think I'm going to cut corners with you. I got people in my tribe right now trying to convince me to tell them on how to do some A for V's, but you ain't got no trust. I'm not going to accept the liability of that. Have it together. Be in perfect presentation. Because you're not going to run around here say Lamour Maxim got me jammed up. No, you not. It didn't happen on my watch. I got the whole recording right here. So we don't even get down like that.
No. We want you to win.
You know? Yes.
We want you to win. So, yeah. You want to give them any email information or anything?
Well, you know, I like people to call me. I like to know you're a real person. That's just me. I like to have a gauge of your spirit. I need to discern you. Call me, 256-640-7780. You can email me. Port Authority is backed up, boy, but Port Authority LLC at Gmail. You can get in touch with Taj or Janote. They'll definitely be able to assist you. I answer the phone, so give us a call. We can definitely send you the documentation that you need to join mentoring. Any concerns or whatnot, you can definitely give us a call. And that's pretty much what it is. Saturdays, we meet up. We bang out what we need to get done.
Mm-hmm. And let me just clear the air, you know, when it comes to Nanya before we get off of here. You know, we're at peace, brother. You know, we don't want, or we desire, because we don't speak negatively, we desire to be at peace with you and with everyone. You know, Israel was a nation of, we are a nation of peaceful people. You know, true Israel. We don't want any problems, man. You know, we want you to win.
On the walk up.
Yeah, we want you to win.
With a rocket launcher, like what word?
If you want, you know, turtle, you know. And whatever, you know, when the children of Israel roll through, you know, we'll have a vegan barbecue. Like, it's okay. It's okay, man. We chill, man. You know, so I just encourage you, brother. I'm gonna pray for you tonight. Pray for your family, and pray for your, you know, whatever part of your tribe is left. And yeah. And like, I was trying to keep a straight face when I said that. Why you gotta bust out laughing?
I'm just saying, though. Don't let
you just killed the whole thing.
Don't
man.
let a broke nigga lead you. No. I need a song with that as the hook, Yoda.
Hey, look, I got you.
I might do a country song. Don't let a broke nigga lead you.
Hey, look, we know to have fun too, man. Like, it ain't all you got these people out here, man. You know, and they so serious all the time. And everything's so serious. No, we have fun, man. Because this is all gonna pass away. Let's keep it real. This is fiction, the whole thing. You don't even know if I exist for real. The only thing you know is that you're perceiving me right now. You know, the only thing that any of us is sure of is that we exist. You get what I'm saying? That's it. You know, so you might as well have fun in this matrix, man. have fun. You know, we can do it righteously, but you know, just have fun, man. Like everything ain't got to be so serious. You know what I'm saying? You got Israelites who ain't screaming at folks on corners. You got Moors out here that ain't trying to take over your whole life, you know, and steal everything, including your shirt
There's
off
some
your back.
honorable, noble trustees out there, you know. There are. There are some very good educators and things of that. But if they're not willing to give you everything that you need and they're trying to just spoon feed you, it's just time to move on. And that's
Yeah, it
just
is.
real. Because I already
No.
did this dance. I did this dance to know that I'm still an independent body politic. I'm still an independent nation state. And that's what I want for all of you. Okay? Because we, as individual nation states, can come together as a confederation. All right?
Yeah.
Because it's really self-governance means you're an incorporated municipality. That's it. You ain't had to go to church. You ain't had to get baptized. You did not have to get initiated in a sexual ritual. And if that happened to you, I apologize. But this is really what is going on. All right. Human trafficking is real. And it will be your own Moors who put you back in slavery.
Yeah. And
Remember
you got to
that.
realize this about this world. You got to realize this about this world. It's all about human trafficking. From the moment you were born, you were trafficked because you came down your mother's. Think about this. Her water broke because we're talking about commerce. We're talking about ships. You're considered a vessel. Her water broke and you came down the canal, the birth canal. You were delivered into the hand of the doc. And then the birth certificate was signed, doc, and the birth certificate was signed, which is the manifest, saying the package has come into the world. The product, the property. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's deep, man. Like, it's deep. So, you know, I love y'all. You know, I hope that people were edified by this, you know, and we just had a real discussion free from religion. We just had a conversation about civics.
Yes.
And if your leaders aren't talking about civics, they ain't talking about shit.
Not at all.
You know, so anything else, Tiff?
Ain't nobody gonna save you but yourself. That's all I got. Let me see if Taj if he has anything to say. Taj, if you got anything to say, let me know. I'll bring you up here if you have anything you want to add to it. Tribe, I know all y'all on here. If y'all want me to go ahead and pull you up on here, let me know. I'll pull you up on here. You know? So.
Yeah, you know, testimonies, man. You know, if anyone has any testimonies or anything, you know, I know there's plenty of y'all out there who are in the tribe who, you know, can attest to your experience and how you've grown, you know, not only, you know, academically, but also spiritually, because this is a spiritual process, you know. So if anybody has something that they want to say, who is Lean King?
Lean, I don't know who Lean King is.
Is that Leanne?
Leanne? Is that Leanne? Leanne?
Well, I mean, yeah, she says she has something to say. I can't tell by your avatar if you're a guy or a girl, so I apologize if I got that wrong.
We all just got a number. I'm hitting this little boy. Ayoka can grab his mic. Okay. Are y'all together? All right. Well, in any event, they're coming in a little bit. Now they're all coming in together. Let me scroll back. What's your question? King. No problem, Sister Hope. I want to learn more information and inspiration. Definitely. You know, we have a group, La Mula Mex group page. It's a closed group. Get with Taj, and you know, he'll definitely assist you with getting access to that group. That has a lot of information and everything. You know, if you're just starting out, it's a good platform for you to discern, you know, where you are in your spirit and things of that nature. Why is it? Okay. Well,
Confused.
yeah. But yeah, family. So it's been real. I'm glad that everybody was, you know, got put on notice to my affidavit of truth, proof of fictitious claim that was on March 30th. That was notarized by my brother notary. I reserve all my rights. He reserves all his rights. UCC Article 1, subsection -308. So with that said, we gonna holla at you. Shalom, shalom. Love you guys.